Anyway, sometimes, one evening, I was tearing a piece of paper off the end of a roll. And, well, I always think it sounds better than saying I was having a shit at the time, isn't it? And my missus shouts up, "It's somebody from London." Now, we don't get many calls from London where we live in the bloody sticks. We get the visits from the Mormons and the Quakers, but we don't get any telephone calls from London. Anyway, she said, "It's somebody from London." So we did, well, tell him to wait a bit then, you see. So, I've got a table behind the front door so I can run down the stairs and sit on the second stair from the bottom and answer the phone. You see, and when you've been married as long as I have, you can run down in your shirt tail, nobody gives a bugger anyway, and sit on the second stair from the bottom and answer the phone. We have brown stair carpet. That pile doesn't make your arse itch for the first 6 months, but you get used to that, you get hardened to it, you know. Anyway, so, and a voice on the end said, "BBC 2. I said, "Oh, aye, what do you want blowing up?" He said, "Well, nothing really. We wondered if you'll come on our show on Saturday." I said, "I can't come on Saturday, I'm going to a donkey derby." See, at one time I used to perform on a motorcycle. Not sexually, no. You tried it over the tank of a Norton? Filler cap's that big. And you got your balls in a rat trap. Anyway. Just the ladder of death and wall of fire for the kids. And the Crewe Vagrants Cricket Club was short of 200 quid to have a new water tank put in the roof of their pavilion. And they had high-level financial talks at their club. You see, we'll run a donkey derby to raise a few bob, and we'll see if that idiot will bring his motorbike and do a few stunts, and we can charge the kids an extra bob to watch him break his bloody neck, you see. So I'd been approached with this in view. I said, "I'm very sorry, I'm going to a donkey derby." And then he said, "What on earth is a donkey derby?" I said, "They run donkeys around a field. You have to have a horseshoe-shaped course because the little buggers won't go past the place he started from. They're not all prick and ribs like you think, you know." Anyway. He said, "How's that again?" I don't think he understood the language. And I said, "I'm taking my motorbike," you see. And I'm trying to explain to him what's happening. Now, he's sitting down in Sloane Square in an air-conditioned office. I'm sitting on the bottom of our stairs in my shirt tail. We have no draft excluder on our front door. And the wind is flying under it and going straight up my bloody kilt. There is a reason for this, you see. At home, I have a Doberman Pinscher. Now, they're German police dogs. Have you ever seen one? It's a dog you live with. It doesn't live with you. You learn to live with a bloody dog. And when it wants to come in, it always tries it when the door's shut. It's a way they have with them. And if it doesn't get through the bloody panel first go, it gets peevish. And scratch me draft extruder off, chews it up and chucks it over next door. See, the German police have a funny sense of humour. They train their dogs to go for anything hanging loose. They say it works two ways. If it fangs them and holds you, all right. If you tear yourself free, it makes your eyes water and you can't see where you're going anyway. So, we have no draft extruder on our front door. And the wind is flying under there and going up my shirt tail, as I told you. And my testicles have turned to a pale tinge of blue and retracted up into my abdomen. We have had all the nonsense of the missus like, nutmegs, you see. Now, this is doing bugger all for my image. And he's still whittling about a bloody donkey derby. I said, "I'm very sorry I can't come on Saturday." Oh, very well. There's a bloody click. I thought, that's the last we heard of BBC Two. So I went on the Saturday and performed, as was me wont. And on the Monday night I was having a shave, and my missus said, I think it's him again. So you go down, right worried gutsy he was. And I said, what do you want this time? He said, well, we've been considering, you see, you have to consider. We wondered if you'd come on our show this Saturday. I said, I can come this Saturday. I'm not going to a donkey derby. I thought, well, I better tell him, because I think we're at one every bloody weekend, you know. He said, oh, I see. And I said, well, just hold your foot up a bit, my old fruit. Like, you know, it might look bloody simple. Like, how much are we getting? He said, we give you 20 guineas. 20 guineas. I said, where is it? Hammersmith Studio? I said, that's somewhere in London. I said, that's a long way from Sandbach. I said, I have to get a hayride to get the crew. And it's £8.10 on the train. He said, it's not, it's £4.10. The twats are checked up. Yes, he does, yes. So, I thought, oh, they're not as bloody simple as what they sound either. Anyway. He said, but we won't argue, we'll give you 30 guineas. 30 guineas. I said, oh, all right then. I said, what do I do? He said, you meet Mr. Liam Nolan in the pub across the road at 1:30 on Saturday lunchtime. I said, all right, then I'll be there. So I rang a mate of mine up in the Potteries, Harold Buckley. Good lad, Harold. I said, Harold, do you fancy a bit of telly on Saturday? He said, aye, I'll come with you. I said, bugger off, I'll come with you. We got a Bentley, you see. I said, I'll chuck 8 gallon of regular in your Bentley. He said, you're not putting that weasel piss in my car. Very offhanded he was. Very. I think it hurt him, you know. I said, Buggy, you put your own petrol in. Anyway. So we went off. Down the M1.